Hey everybody, this is Zero for another Zero Gunpla review. In this episode, we're going to cover the Gundam Eypon from the Endless Waltz version from Gundam Wing. But I don't think they've ever made this a straight up old school master grade of the regular Eypon, but to be totally honest, I don't see that much difference between the Endless Waltz version and the main TV show version. But that's just me. I could be entirely wrong, which is completely possible. And you're probably wondering, why isn't it on the spinning stand? No, the stand has batteries. It's just that one of the major flaws of this thing is that it can't stand up without its wings being propped on the ground. Yeah, it's that back heavy. It has no sense of support. So, putting on the stand will cause it to fall over constantly, and I am not dealing with that the entire video. So, we're just going to leave it standing like this. So, yeah, that's one of the major flaws. I'll get into the others in a second, but I picked up this dude at Galactic Toys. If you want one of your own, or anything like cards, other models, pop figures, hit them up. They have a lot of great stuff there. So let's get into the review of this really cool looking Gundam and everything about it. Catch you in a second. So, this is everything that comes with the Eypon, with, like I said, everything. The rub-on and water slide decals. This mini sheet of stickers. The one thing I've noticed after building a lot of master grades in a row, their sticker sheet is limited, which is really great. Several different hands. We got holding hand, open hand 1, open hand 2, fist, a tiny Zex Marquise. Also, the pilot's also the same figure, so tiny Zex. And I believe this is an action-based adapter for when he's in mobile armor mode, and I misplaced where the action base for regular mode went. So, let's be honest, it is one of the coolest looking Gundams from Gundam Wing, aside from the Death Scythe Hell. I'm just going to pop off the shield because, yes, it's technically the back of the armor I just took off too, but it's a lot easier to deal with. Let's do the individual articulation. Yes, this thing has movable parts. Look at it. Ooh. I know, it's pretty neat. And it can go into like a weird beam staff thing by pushing in on each individual joint. So then you have like this stage, which can be used as the tail rudder for when it's in plane mode, or, you know, a really glorified beaten stick. Depends what your mood is. I just prefer to keep it in heat rod whip mode because it just looks cooler. But that's just me. And this is the back of the arm of the Eypon. Be careful. As you saw how quickly I can pop this thing off. It's that loose. So when you're displaying it, be careful how you put the shield, because it will fall off. Let me just scooch the extra hands out of the way. Alright. And then we have the Beansaber. Be careful how you use the wire, because if you try to move it any other way, it will get in the way and it will pop the hand off. So let's just take off the Beansaber for now. And as you can see, they all have the same plug-in point. This little flat point here, you just pop it into the hole. And up. So I look cool on camera. And disappears into the Nexus. Wunderbar. Oh, there it is. Whew, that could have been negative. Really? 5 seconds ago when I was trying to fix... Well, that is the second time today. Well, third time. It has fallen on the floor. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. You're just going to put you to the side before I throw this thing across the room. Alright. So ignore the fingerless hand right there for a moment. We're just going to pop off the shield. The shield attaches here, which is great. So just move that to the side temporarily. So yeah, one of the major flaws in this thing, it is back heavy. It literally can only stand up if you have the wings flat against the ground like this. Because if you try to move it forward or bend it, it will lean back. It is kind of annoying. So you're not going to get a lot of great poses on it unless you have it on a stand. If you have it on a stand, you're good. But aside from that, you're not so great. The shoulder armor goes up and down. You ain't getting great out of there. You get good articulation out of the arms. It bends a solid 90 degrees, but it'd probably go better, but, you know, shoulder armor. Back flaps move, and so does the front, so you're going to get decent kicks all the way back. And now forward, all the way forward. Alright, I've been putting this off because I really don't want to talk about it. There are so many freaking loose pieces on this thing. Like, a painful amount. I get it, some of them have to be slightly loose so you can transform into dragon mode / flight mode. But the amount that actually exists is ridiculous. Between the hand that holds the sword, the shield, there's way too many pieces of this thing that just goes, nah, I'm gonna head out on you. And it's obnoxious. So when I suggest you get glue for this thing, I'm not joking, glue it. Glue certain pieces if you never plan on transforming it. Because if you don't, it will pop off. It will start disintegrating. It is annoying. It really is. And I love this thing. It looks awesome. But it will disintegrate on you in pieces. No, I'm not going to try the transformation on camera today because if just moving it caused parts to fall off, I do not want to see what would happen if I try to transform it into plane mode. I'm afraid they would just burst into flame. I could be wrong. It could be sturdy as sin and be like, nah, we got this, buddy. But honestly, I'm not going to risk it. It's a combination of abject fear and complete annoyance. So we're going to try this one more time. At least to get the hand in. I could just be smart and pop... Yeah, there we go. We're going to pop that off. Save me time and struggle. Ah, there we go. And just disconnect you from that. And take off the cord. Because that's part of the problem. You also do get a bit of wire that comes with it. So you can trim it as the length of your choice. I picked this length. Is like maybe this much wire left. Maybe this much, give or take. So, give you the heads up. You can pick this at any angle. It's a sturdy wire, so it won't bend. It won't fall on its own weight, which is great. But it does kind of get in the way of the build. And by that, I mean, as you saw, it gets very finicky. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's just a hassle. And we put the blade thing, the wire port there. And gonna pop the hand off, even though I just finally got it back on. Pop the hand on. The thumb does have articulation. Up, down, 360. But be careful, it is a tiny piece and it can easily pop off on you, so like a lot of massacres, just be careful with it. If you don't feel confident at being there, the answer to all problems in this set, glue. Let's get this bad boy back on. Well, it flies off into the ether again. And just pop it. Oop, there we go. That's one problem solved. And let's get the shield back on, you know, just for completion's sake. There we go. Okay. That's done. So, like I said, the articulation for the head, it's solid, you know. You don't have to worry about the head clashing against the armor. A lot of suits do have that issue, up, down. But you don't really have a pivot joint here, which is kind of sucky. But aside from those, let's get into the review so I can wrap up this thing. So yeah, all in all, the Eypon is good, but glue is a necessity. You need to glue the fins on the sides. You gotta make sure you're either on a stand or it's flat on a table. Or a desk. Or a shelf. Regardless, this needs to be flat or it's going to fall over on itself. Which is annoying as sin. You got to be careful with the wire in the hand, because if the wire's at a certain angle, it will pop out the hand. The shield is loose and will fall off. There's a lot of loose pieces in this thing. Again, I'm willing to understand because it's supposed to transform. There's going to be some looser pieces than in a regular suit. But the amount of this and one other suit I built in the last couple of days is the pinnacle of why I get you supposed to transform. Why are you so so loose? Why are you so loose? It makes no sense to me, and it drives me up the wall. But yeah, if you love Eypon, Gundam Wing, if you grew up in the 90s like I did, and you saw this dude on camera going, this is an awesome looking suit, get it. Or if you just like an awesome looking suit that's based off, you know, the devil, and has my favorite color scheme, red, black, and gold, I say get it. I'm biased because I love the color scheme. And the design. It's right next to the awesomeness, which is my death scythe hell. But aside from that, yeah. All in all, good. A lot of loose pieces. Get some glue. Get a base adapter to make sure it doesn't fall under its own weight. And yeah, other than that, you'll have a great time with this thing. So, like I said before, at the beginning of the episode, if you want one of your own or anything really nerdy or fun, hit up our boys at Galactic Toys. If you want to support the channel anyway, link down there. You can order stuff from Galactic Toys. Supports the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications when I drop the next episode in a couple of days. It's going to be, I believe it's going to be another master grade, or one of a high grade I haven't had a chance to review. I haven't decided yet. But regardless, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out, have a lovely day, and later.